Hi, everyone. It's Shauna the Tax Goddess, and today I am here with one of my favorite senior tax preparers, the fantastic Shubham. So hi, Shubham.
Hi, everyone.
We are here today to talk about the evils of tax organizers, which one of those things that no client likes to do, but there's some massive benefits to filling out a tax organizer. So Shubham, why is it important to have a tax organizer, and why should clients actually use a tax organizer?
So hello, everyone. Effectively, I would like to start this with a little demonstration. Like, see these, you can see these. Yeah, consider these as your tax info. So these are your tax information, and this little stepler, this is our tax organizer. So you give us this, and through tax organizer we do this. Now you can see, as you can see, these small bits of paper are arranged. Similarly, our tax organizer work. So what I'm trying to say is, like, you all must be knowing, like, in the tax preparation stage we do the tax prep, but at the actual the compilation, the pre-compilation is the tax organizer, where we get all of your information. Even if it's a small information, even if it's a big information, we just compile all the data and then process the information and process everything, like, to see if anything is relevant. If any, even you might consider some points like a bit irrelevant for you, but those information are not exactly relevant, because they are exactly we look into the bigger picture, and you might get extra deductions or extra something. So informations are always necessary, and that's what we gather through tax organizer.
Okay, number one, that was the coolest demonstration ever. I love it. It makes complete sense. So let me ask, because I've seen that tax organizer, and I know that it can be frustrating. It's really big, right? And as you said, it's because we're trying to gather as much information as possible. Let me give a good example. So one of the questions on that tax organizer is, do you have any foreign assets? Why? I mean, like Tax Goddess, if I'm a client of Tax Goddess, or if I'm a client of any other CPA, doesn't my CPA already know if I have any foreign assets?
Yeah, I would like to divide this question into two parts, like, for the old clients and for the new clients. So the tax organizer works a bit different, not very different, but a bit different with the new and the old clients. So for the new clients, this is usually the first year, and we like to gather more and more information, because we are getting to know about the businesses of the client. So we want to deep dive in and get every possible information that we have. But for the existing and for the old clients, it's like, there aren't much changes, or if there is any, we only ask the client to fill in those changes that have been made in the current period, so that they don't have to go over the hassle of filling each and every detail. But yes, obviously, if there are any changes, then they need to communicate to us, like you mentioned about the foreign assets. I mean, it might not be relevant for many clients, and it might be very relevant, because until and unless we know about the foreign assets, there are different compliances that are needed to be done, and return forms that are needed to be prepared for the foreign assets, for the reporting of foreign assets. So definitely, foreign assets. And a small example would be, like, we also ask in the organizers about the operating agreement. Now, for a normal ordinary man, an operating agreement is nothing, just an agreement. But for us as the CPA firm, that operating agreement is like a key to the whole cave. Like, it tells us various items and profit and loss and everything. So yeah.
Got it. So really, it's those little tiny details that if the client doesn't tell us, we won't know that there's a change or a modification. Or take, for example, the 2020 year here. You just triggered something for me, Shubham. Those operating agreements that you maybe wrote back in the 1980s, if they had specific language in them, actually for 2020, there was a tax law change by the IRS that as CPAs, we had to go look at those operating agreements for partnerships to make sure which way do we need to go based on this new law. So even though we ask these really random questions, foreign assets and partnership agreements and whatever on the organizer, they're actually very important for us to be able to file your tax returns correctly.
Yeah, correct. And plus every day there are new rules coming out of IRS, and we just do not give you the whole bag, not an updated version of organizers. We give you the organizers which are up to date as per the rules. Like for the 2020 year, you can take the ERCs and PPP. Earlier you might not have seen that questions, but for now you can see like we have asked those questions. So yeah, we do plan as per the IRS rules, and we do update as per the IRS rules coming in.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, so let me ask this question then, because I've had a lot of clients, obviously me, Shauna, as the owner of Tax Goddess, I get a lot of telephone calls from clients coming from other CPAs, right, to Tax Goddess. And when they first get here, they'll ask about this organizer. And I mean, this is really big, and my CPA has never, ever had me fill out an organizer. Well, guys, really what I'm hearing is you're working with a CPA that never asks you any questions and never gives you an organizer and never asks for any detailed information. If they're just saying, yeah, give me your W-2 and give me your interest statement, what tax deductions are you missing out on because your previous CPA never asked you any of the information ever? I mean, that could be a significant problem.
Yeah, I mean, if this has happened with any one of you, you definitely need to reconsider your previous returns and revise them, because you are majorly missing out on some big information that you might have missed, and that might have been in some of the nooks of your mind, but it can come up in front. Yeah.
And this is exactly why people call Tax Goddess. Because
correct.
we like to tell people, right? And if you saw our previous video with Tanushree, we ask a million questions, absolutely ask a million questions, but it's worth it because it saves you money. It puts dollars in your pocket. And as you can see, Shubham, point up for me. Point up. Do you see the 360, 396? We have saved our clients over $396 million this year alone. It's because of those questions. It's because we dig into every little nook and cranny to find all of the deductions to save you every last penny. So, Shubham, thank you so much for being here with us. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell our listeners out there today?
I just wanted to take this platform to convey, if we ask you questions, if you give your tax organizers, just fill them out and give us, and we assure you to give you the best deductions ever.
Yay! Thank you very much, Shubham. So if anybody has any questions, of course, you can reach out to the team and I at taxgoddess.com and book a chat with us. Or, of course, if you're a client, you have your private, super secure client Slack channel, which is definitely the best way to reach us. So if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to reach out. We hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.